FriendlyJordies, the famous Australian YouTuber, found himself at the center of a very heated controversy early this year. This ultimately led him to court and even warranted a fiery, night-bound attempt on his life. This was the second attempt in a span of a couple weeks, and it may not be a coincidence that those also wrapped up in this situation are persons of great power and renown. Hey everyone, welcome to my 5th video, and welcome to title I had to replace because of YouTube's horrible new policy.
From this distant vantage point, the Earth might not seem of any particular interest.
Obviously we don't know who did it, or Michael's racing as to who it is. We've done some extremely dangerous reporting of a bunch of extremely powerful people. I do have a short list in my head of who I think would have done it. All of you defended, and even after it came out, you're still sitting there defending him today, where you all wrote all of the same little narrative that you write every time. I hope that you would put as much attention on the fact that happened as you have on trying to assassinate my character over the last year. Thanks for your time.
Born August 18, 1989 in New South Wales, Australia, Jordan Shanks went to Newtown High School of the Performing Arts, later gaining work as a model and appearing in magazines which were sold throughout Australia and Southeast Asia. Now best known for his high-temperature political comedy content, FriendlyJordies began on social media using Australian stereotypes to make, quote, comedy content, which led to his initial spurt of popularity. Now, he focuses his content mostly on political and social topics and issues. This has led him to create several investigative videos where he peers into the sensitive lives of politicians, who we all know can be at times themselves somewhat sensitive. Although this is a style which has been adopted by many content creators and has led many down a road of success, sometimes it can result in less than desired consequences and can cause someone to gain what many would consider to be negative attention. For FriendlyJordies, this has apparently been the case. In his recent content, he criticized the actions of a high-standing official of New South Wales. His criticisms were met with immediate litigation by the aforementioned politician for damages he claims he suffered directly due to FriendlyJordies' content. This included allegations of racist and otherwise offensive content being the direct focus and overriding theme in a video containing an impersonation of the politician, which was posted June 29, 2020, the year preceding the lawsuit. The next video, posted soon after, was filmed in an Airbnb. The next video was filmed in an Airbnb owned by the politician and contained allegations made by FriendlyJordies of environmental vandalism and corruption on the part of the politician. In this video, FriendlyJordies also made claims that he used the politician's property for sexual purposes, which essentially ensures that many people will be uncomfortable with renting the property moving forward, even though most of us know the various things that can happen in an Airbnb. I think that might just be an assumption in America. Then, in May 2021, FriendlyJordies released a letter he received from the individual, which exhibited threats of litigation for the defaming nature of his content. Unlike many creators who would quickly turn up with a grand apology once they got word of the situation, FriendlyJordies attended a National Party event where the politician was a speaker. He arrived dressed as Luigi, from Mario games, and apparently taunted the politician to his face. This would be like Jake Doolittle going to a Republican Party event dressed as Tails and harassing Ted Cruz about his legendary buns. Later in June, the producer for FriendlyJordies, Chriscoveries, was arrested by officials of the Fixated Persons Unit and was subsequently charged with stalking and intimidation charges for the occurrence at the National Party event.
A 51-year-old woman, you killed my dog.
We told you to hand over the phone.
An interesting point that was made is that the politician was in contact with the Fixated Persons Unit regarding the issue for at least 6 months prior to Lanker's arrest, denied requesting any action in the matter. Later, the politician actually stepped down from their highly prestigious position and cited the defamation case as a primary component in making that decision. The case, Politician versus Shanks and Google, was settled in 2 parts. Firstly, FriendlyJordies apologizing in court for the defaming remarks and claims he made in his videos, and promising to edit the videos and cease the sale of merchandise portraying the politician. FriendlyJordies endured over $100,000 in legal fees, but wasn't ordered to pay the politician. Secondly, the case against Google, beginning on the 21st of March 2022, ended with a $715,000 payment to the politician on June 6th of this year. Additionally, all charges perpetrated by the Fixated Persons Unit against Lenker were dropped, and Lenker is now considering legal action against them. The judge in the case, following its conclusion, referred both FriendlyJordies and Google for further prosecution for their alleged contempt during the case due to FriendlyJordies' additional videos concerning the proceedings and a highly prestigious gambling lobby during the defamation case. These proceedings commenced the 25th of November this year. In a shocking twist of events, FriendlyJordies' house was torched on the 23rd of November, just 3 months after the conclusion of the defamation case. The famous YouTuber's flat was, however, empty during the time of damage, which, according to experts, occurred in the early morning around 12:20 a.m. These crimes, categorized as arson and attempted murder, could be unrelated to the current situation, but it is also possible that someone is trying to scare FriendlyJordies into submission due to him not backing down, aside from apologizing in court. Police are, at least, launching an investigation into the case as they have deemed it suspicious and acknowledged the extensive damage. It is important to note that this was not an isolated incident. There was at least one similar case that happened in the same week. It appears that, although FriendlyJordies made the remarks, they aren't that different from mere you simply making a joke or disagreeing with something at a politician or corporation's expense. Several news outlets refer to these criticisms as an attempted silencing of FriendlyJordies by some very powerful people and organizations. These are extreme events and charges and should never be taken lightly or ignored in any way by the institutions in place to protect the people of Australia or any country or place. This situation speaks to a larger problem that occurs all around the world in many countries and places. It is the intimidation and attempted silencing of those willing to report facts as they are, who often risk their reputation and even their lives in the process. The Australian government now has the chance to prove to its people that they are willing to devote time and money to finding and holding accountable the obvious criminals that are not only using the legal system, but intimidation techniques in order to suppress the spread of free information. Let's hope they do it. If you like this video, maybe let YouTube know to recommend me to the next person by liking and commenting below. I hope you all, subscribed or not, find fortune and, more importantly, happiness as we move into a new year. And as always, thanks for watching.